Hi, and welcome to the 721 process. My name is Roger McCartney, and what you're going to see is a sample of our communication connections learning process. So we want to start off by talking about the definition of communication. And the definition is to transmit information, thought, or feeling so that it is satisfactorily understood. And understanding is really the key to good communication. So keeping that in mind, we are going to base everything around a book that was written back in 1989 by Stephen Covey. And the book was called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And what Stephen Covey did was do some research to find out what made people effective. And we're going to look at his number 5 habit. And that habit was seek first to understand and then to be understood. So that goes back to the definition of communication, understanding. We want to first be able to be understood on what we're talking about. And then when it becomes our turn to talk, we want to make sure that they understand us. So we're going to use a technique called LACE. And in our LACE technique, the L stands for listen with focused attention. And there's a couple different types of listening, and we are going to listen so that we have our full attention on what the other person is saying. In order to help us listen, we are going to ask some questions. And when we ask questions, we're going to be asking open-ended questions to get them to talk and tell us more. And we're going to ask closed-end questions to verify information or confirm what we think we heard. Once we've done that, now we're going to confirm our understanding. I want to make sure that I understood what you said. You said this, this, and this. Is that correct? We want to confirm that. We want to make sure that our understanding is what the other person was trying to say. So if we look at Stephen Covey's statement of his habit number 5, seek first to understand, that's what we're doing in the L, the A, and the C. The E, now it's our turn to explain our side. Then be understood. Okay, now it's our turn to explain our side and make sure that the other person understands us. So what we're going to cover in this entire class is what communication is, the different definitions, and how we make sure that we implement that, the communication model. We're going to talk about a specific model for good communication. We want to talk about listening to be able to understand and to make sure that we have proper listening skills in place. We want to talk about all the different types of questioning techniques. And once we learn the questioning techniques, now we're going to be able to control the conversation just by asking questions. We want a drill down technique. If we ask a question and they don't give us enough information, we want to be able to drill down to get more information on the same topic. Confirm our understanding. We want to make sure that our understanding is complete and we are both on the same page. Explain our point of view. Now it's our turn to explain our point of view. Once we've done that, we want to define what our moment of truth is. What is that one point in time when we have an opportunity to make an impression with the other person? And that's called a moment of truth. And then handling the other person's concern. If the other person has a concern that we haven't been able to handle at this point, we're going to talk about various ways that we'll be able to handle that concern. So that's what our communication connection is all about. I hope you've enjoyed this sample of communication connection, and if you have further interest in this topic, feel free to contact me by email at roger.7.21@gmail.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.